Zeidoktor here, and this typical manga review episode is going to be dedicated to One Piece, chapter 863, The Chivalrous, or The Consummate Gentleman, or, again, this is one of those, there seems to be a pattern to these titles, so, let's see. Moving along, the chapter starts off in a flashback, about 3.5 hours previously at Baze's hideout, where Luffy's asking Baze to slip a mirror inside the wedding cake. If you put the mirror inside, I'll be able to fly out of the mirror world into the cake with a boom. It'll be both sweet and fun. Like, Brulee's like, you're planning on destroying the wedding cake? You have no idea how much Mama's looking forward to that. And you made copies of the others back in the forest, right? Yeah, Brulee's able to take the reflection of something and project down to something else. Thank you, Chopper, for reminding us of that ability. So you're wondering what that's about, but then Luffy immediately captures a bunch of animals. Turn all these into me. Then we see the scene from last chapter where Baze is double checking that all the preparations have been done completely with the guys dressed as cooks. Now, at the wedding venue in the present, people are flying out from the cake. Big Mom was just staring in awe, in shock. This is amazing. This is an amazing performance. But Morgan's like, you're wrong, DeVeld. This is big news. A pirate from the worst generation. It's Straw Hat Luffy. Why is he here? There are so many of him. Meanwhile, the cake is toppling down, and there's a whole bunch of Luffy just popping around, including one on the bottom right that looks a little different from the others, which we'll get to in a moment. And what the hell's with these guys? From the top of the cake, Sanji's got pudding and he's jumping off. I guess the outcome will be decided in an instant. I'm counting on you, Luffy. Smoothie's running like, weren't Straw Hat Luffy and his crew supposed to have died in the prisoner's library, Montd'Or? And Mont'Or's realizing that, yeah, pretty much Opera lied to protect himself and get out of there. And you see all the animal Luffy's just kind of running around. It's like, Straw Hat Luffy, you say? That bastard. That's Big Mom. The cake. I was so looking forward to it. Mama, stay calm. I understand your feelings, but head chef, run. Mama's acting weird. Bring me a new cake. That's impossible. Life or wedding cake. And again, there's a soul pocus. It's one of those things that had a few different variations of. Actually, no, it's been pretty consistent. Soul pocus. Their lifespan will be taken. It's a scoop. They're seeing some flies that looks like a camera. Yeah, like a camera snail. She speaks to the attachment to life that humans undoubtedly hold. If they fear death even in the slightest. Oh, there we go. And Big Mom's basically taking all the cook's lifespans. So the rest of them just screamed out, "Don't mess with me!" Back in the mirror world, they're saying they're revealing that Big Mom's going mad on the other side. We're half burnt out already too. The venue's even more chaos than we imagined. They're checking if that's everyone. Luffy's the last one, and they're sending out the last Luffy. Brulee's like, "You better remember this. I'll get you." Jinbei and Pedro are like, "We're going now, Pedro." "Yes, we'll back up Luffy." Nami, Carrot, and Chopper are also going off to support Sanji. Carrot's got the earplugs. "We're gonna go save Sanji's family. Well, even the rest of you human scum. Is he that bad of a person? That guy's the worst." Gastino shakes his fist impotently. "All the people that stole my happiness, I'm going to steal their lifespans, every single one of you." Meanwhile, we're seeing a flashback here. Monkey D. Luffy, I'll remember you. "Which one is it? Which one is Straw Hat?" "I'll remember you. Come to the new world." Meanwhile, then we get a little more recent, "One who can't become Pirate King is you, isn't it? I'm picking a fight with you all over again. Don't get cocky just because you're an emperor. We'll definitely take Sanji back. The ones who'll win in the end are us. Going to be us." Then the cake's well and truly fallen. "Which one is Straw Hat Luffy? How dare you do that to the wedding cake?" Meanwhile, Baze is just grinning, "See an idiot? As if anyone would answer when using a confusing strategy. There's no he'd come out so openly in the first place." "It's me!" Baze what? Big ol' gape expression. Big Mom declares, "I'll crush you." All the soldiers are getting covered in cake and Straw Hat. Luffy spots the picture frame. "Well, that's easy." Baze contacts his guys. "Are the launchers prepared?" "Yep, we can do it anytime." Inside the cake, Carrot sounds Nami's group is kind of in hiding, and Carrot and Chopper are just munching on cake while Nami explains that they've got serious business to do. Big Mom sends Zeus and Prometheus after Luffy, but before she can do anything, Luffy's about to launch an attack, and before that can happen, he gets attacked by Katakuri, whose leg just shoots out and turns into something else. Katakuri explains that that's the real Luffy, and the rest of our animals from the island that have had their appearances changed by using Brulee's power. Pay them no attention. And Luffy's hands and feet are buried inside of Katakuri's legs. I can't pull them out. What is this? Big Mom's actually angry about this. Like, are you trying to save me? You're just a lowly kid of mine. Don't overstep. You're mistaken, Mama. His target was Mother Caramel's photo. Which shocks Big Mom. How did he know that Katakuri's going on? How did he know that it's important? That's to be only known to our family members. Spit it out. Who'd you hear it from? Baze is worried because now the plan stalled. They need to break that picture. Luffy and Pedro see what's going on, but Jinbei and Pedro rather see what's going on, and Jinbei jumps in with a ocean current shoulder throw using T. You see Katakuri just kind of huff and just remark out at random, don't analyze every little thing about me. The Jinbei's attack hits Katakuri's leg and knocks Luffy out, which just causes hit as almost like sludge when it hits the ground. Jinbei goes on to explain that Katakuri is a Logia type. He's the user of the mochi fruit. You can escape if there's moisture around, but it's better not to touch it at all. Everyone's realized that Jinbei is there. And Jinbei also declares that he's the one who told Luffy about Mother Caramel. Being under your wing, I was bound to hear rumors and whatnot. You gave up on leaving. Big Mom's confronting Jinbei now. You gave up on leaving, didn't you? But then you covered for the criminal who destroyed my cake, didn't you? Is it fine to take this as a complete rebellion then? Please do take it that way. I want to quit and join the Straw Hat Pirates. Luffy's like, wait, what? Awesome. What big news we have. The former warlord Jinbei is joining the Straw Hats. Thank you, Morgans. You can do whatever you like after you quit, but I'll have you pay the price for leaving. You wouldn't want to live with the shame of not paying either, would you? Jinbei declares, yes, if you promise not to lay a hand on anyone else, I'll give you as much lifespan as you want. But Luffy's like, wait, wow, hold on. You can't become my crewmate if you die. Brooke might disagree. Big Mom was like, big lifespan is my favorite food of mine. I see how it is. It seems I'm really disliked. So you'd rather die than stay at a place you don't want to be at, huh? No sympathy for you. We have a deal then, you fool. Stay or life. Jinbei declares openly, life. Everyone's wondering just what Jinbei's going to do, but Big Mom and Jinbei stare each other down. And then again we get stay or life. Again, nothing. Everyone's surprised because his soul won't come out. You're kidding me. He isn't afraid of Mama even in the slightest? At this point, Jinbei declares, as though a man that's going to join the crew of the future pirate king would fear a mere emperor. If you can't take my lifespan, then I will be returning my cup of sake. Everyone's shocked that Big Mom can't get to him. Like, with this, I will be exiting the Big Mom pirate crew. Thank you for taking care of me. And Nami's just like, in the middle of all this? Well, Chopper's just like, bawling his eyes out. Jinbei is so cool. Yeah! Luffy. And Big Mom just smashes the cup. Congratulations, Jinbei. If from this instant on, you're an enemy. And Jinbei and Luffy are kind of, oh man, here it comes. Meanwhile, that little out-of-place Luffy just kind of peeks out from the table. And with a yo-ho-ho, smashes the Mother Caramel photo with the camera. And that is where the chapter ends. And damn it, Brooke, you are the MVP of this arc. You've got the poneglyph, you smashed the photo, you're doing everything. I also like the fact that he's like very clearly just wearing like a fake Luffy costume. But I wonder how much of this was improvisation and how much of it was like planned, because really Brooke had free reign the moment Katakuri told everyone to ignore all the other Luffys. So they definitely have that going. So I don't know if that was something they planned on, or if they did, was they plan on Luffy for Luffy to reveal himself, or did they just expect him to? Like, yeah, Luffy's not going to hold the plan. What are we thinking? That's kind of my own thought on there. But oh my god, this is definitely a pretty awesome chapter here. Like, it's always interesting seeing the big bad enemy's powers get beaten or no-sold in some way, and Jinbei does it just by not being afraid of her. I love the line that's like, "Why should I be afraid of your emperor if I'm going to join King of the Pirates, huh?" I mean, seriously, this is kind of tell you everything you need to know right there. Like, he holds Luffy as more fearsome than Big Mom right then and there. and this, and like I said, all of this, like I said, it's kind of crazy to think that for all of Katakuri's future seeing, he did not see this one coming, or at least not enough of it. And also, if you think about it, this actually bypasses the future sight in a way because he's focused on Luffy, not on anything else. So, again, by ignoring all the other Luffys, he's pretty much got free reign. He probably didn't realize anything was about to happen to the portrait until it's just too late. Also, Jinbei, just doing all this in the middle of the fight. Just telling Big Mom, you know what? Screw you and the horse you rode in on. Pretty basically. But I love the fact that he actually just flat out announces, I'm leaving you and I'm joining Luffy. Another little telling moment here as well is that Big Mom's actually annoyed that Katakuri tried to protect her. Like, you're just some lowly kid of mine, don't you presume to. But then that's when we hear what's going on with that. I gotta wonder what's going through Big Mom's head right now, because she has pretty much been defied openly and publicly more so than she's ever been, ever. That's kind of where I'm going with that, because, like I said, destroying the thing that she's been looking forward to for however long this tea party's been planned, for a start. The sheer audacity of, like, Luffy just, like, openly doing it, like, with all the different Luffys on there. Going after the one thing that exposing the fact that he knows the one thing that can actually weaken her, and then all that stuff with Jinbei. Like, damn, this is not Big Mom's day. Also, like, a really cool part, like, back in the present day or so, like when the cake's toppling, you can actually see Brook in there, like on the bottom right or so. He's like, you can see like a one Luffy like with a striped shirt and neckerchief and just like with long spindly legs. So he's actually right there the whole time. And I guess when Big Mom goes into one of her food hungers, if she eats enough people, she'll be fine. But there you go with lifespan. I also like the fact of her remembering Big Luffy's taunt, because at this point, Luffy really has, like, he's done more to her than anyone else named so far than Roger. Because like I said, we got the thing from Cracker earlier that either Brulee or Cracker before, it's like all of the other worst generation pirates who tried to fight Big Mom pretty much got their asses handed to them. Like the one who got closest was Uruzi, who took down one of the commanders. But Luffy's done that, and he's assaulted Big Mom directly. And I also love Base's expression when Luffy just like reveals which one is him. Like, the guy's like, what? He has like a big old Eneru like jaw drop. Someone pointed out actually on I think it was Arlong Park that Law did a similar expression when at some of Luffy's ADC. Now they're wondering if there's going to be some kind of gag of Oda doing that with every supernova, every worst generation at some point or another. Every single one of them having some reason to jaw drop at Luffy's incredible stupidity or craziness. So now, but like I said, they kind of cliffhanger this at the worst and best time, because the photo is broken with amazing nonchalance, by the way. But now that it's broken, the question becomes now. Oh, actually, that reminds me of another thing. Brook himself was a blind spot in all this, because Big Mom thinks she has him tied up in her room. So nobody would have expected Brook in the first place. So nice little touch on that. But anyway, like I said, the photo is broken. Poor Mother Carmel is now destroyed. Next chapter will be the aftermath, where we see just what this does to Big Mom. Like I said, the running theory has been some kind of like Dorian Gray Horcrux deal, where damage to it weakens, damages, or otherwise makes her vulnerable. Though I've seen a couple ideas suggesting that maybe it's a limiter too, like it takes away her vulnerability, but it also makes her more powerful as a threat. So we'll probably see what happens. So it's definitely gonna. So next chapter, when it comes in a couple weeks, will definitely be something to see. I was like the shock of all the Big Mouth children. They realize like she can't get Jinbei, or at least she can't take his lifespan. But still, so a lot of stuff happening in this chapter. Definitely a lot of awesomeness going around to go around. But at this point, I'm going to go ahead and call the review here. This has been One Piece, chapter 863, some variation of the Chivalrous, or Consummate Gentleman, or what have you. Until next chapter, see you then, and have a good time.